What's going on? Let's talk about J.R. Smith. If you didn't catch it, he was recently on a recent episode of I Am Athlete. Y'all should go, man. If y'all haven't seen that podcast, it's a really good podcast. It's not what it was, initially. Uh, the guys, the original crew done split up. Uh, but it's still a good show, man. You know, the guys were split up. Originally started out Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson, Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor. Crowder and Taylor went over to start their own. I guess it was some money disputes or something. So Crowder and Taylor went to go start their own podcast called The Pivot. They over there with Ryan Clark. They still giving quality content over there. But yeah, these give you able to get some good game, man, from some guys who didn't lived through different circumstances. You know, not everybody's a sports star. Not everybody's gonna be a celebrity or star or something like that. But you get to take they've seen many different things. They've because of the opportunities that their lifestyle has provided them. So they've been able to make mistakes and able to learn from them and actually start put certain things into perspective. And so that's what they do. That's what they do. And this J.R. Smith, this recent show with J.R. Smith was really really good. Uh, but I wanted to focus primarily on a specific thing that he was talking about when it came to starting our own, starting our own sports leagues. I hate using the term black, but I'll use it for layman's terms. Um, Starting to own black sports leagues, putting the money together, and what's holding us back. You see, we've had all this conversation over the past few weeks with the old Brian Flores and everything that's going on, and I stated in that video, at one point, I said it before, at what point do, the black millionaires or whatnot, or when you got to start your own league. You got to do your own thing, right? Unless you believe it's not that, not that important. I mean, there's a lot more important things to deal with out here. You want to be able to affect agriculture. So if the players, just decide that, hey, they want to come through, get their millions and get on out, because not every player is in there. You see a lot of it. You see the guys at the forefront, a lot of them, throwing money in the strip club and, wasting it on, I don't want to say waste. A lot of guys got the money, but, I don't know. I don't pocket watch or anything. But it's been spoken about. JR spoke about it within this podcast, talking about the money, wasted on cars and, all the shiny stuff, trying to impress other people, instead of lives that can be affected using that money and you can do whatever you want with your money, but we keep having these, these discussions about making changes to the community and things like that. But this talking about starting your own sports league is what really, really struck me. And how all these guys, you have all these guys who have made these millions, passed through the league, made millions, getting these huge contracts. And I understand that the contract, there's people to pay in between time. But, all these entertainers, not just sports, but, rapper, or whatever it may be, maybe these aren't. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because that is what they do. They're entertainers. Maybe they aren't the ones to call on to make these moves to get the sports teams. Now I see Byron Allen. Uh, Byron Allen's making a push to I think acquire the Broncos. Um, but as far as getting a league together, man, I don't know what's holding. I don't know what's holding anybody back. All these millions, all you need is these guys get football fields put in the back of their homes, basketball courts put inside of their homes. You mean to tell me you can't find some space and create a 30-team league, or start small, something that don't even have to be that big. You do 15 or something, 20, and build up, expand. You've already got a blueprint on things that'll work. You've seen the model that the NFL uses, so you take different things from that. Understanding, or NBA, whichever one. Understanding, aesthetic. It's got to look good. The uniforms and everything, the field, the presentation. It's got to be up to par. It can't be look like no second rate type of stuff. And that can get accomplished. Now the tough part is, getting TV deals and trying to work out stuff like that. Trying to get TV deals, but can't somebody like I don't know. I'm not a part of that world. But I know Byron Allen, he owns some channels and different stuff like that, Uh also dealing with taxpayers. That would come as, I know a lot of times the taxpayers don't really have a choice, but a lot of that goes into things that we vote on in our city and things that have attention brought to it. Start choosing where we want to send our taxes to uh, when it comes to these sports teams, and which ones you want to fund and different things like that, or do you want to fund uh, another sports, another team to get it on that level of an NFL, because that's what you're gonna need. Because that's what the NFL, NBA, all of those major leagues, that's how they operate, off of city funding, off of taxpayer money, right? But just getting this stuff started, man. Why J.R. Smith, he outlined it perfectly. What the fuck is what's stopping anybody? Still trying to sit up there and these guys trying to buy NFL teams. These white owners don't want to give it to you, and they don't have to give it to you. They'll sell it to whoever they feel like selling it to. And I mean, it is what it is. Go start your own league and start getting some talent to come that way. Get your own coaches. You can get nobody's going to fault you. Any white person sitting up there talking about, oh, it's racist and different things like that. Fuck out of here. First of all, the term racist has been it's been completely butchered, man. It's only racist if you're doing something you doing something, for your own race, doing something for your race while trying to shut down another race and what they're doing. Like the Jim Crow and stuff like that, stuff that's happened here in America in the past or whatnot. When you're actively trying to shut down another quote unquote, and race, I can get into actual detailed conversation of what that is, but like I said, I'm speaking in layman's terms. But what this would be is just Simply nepotism. What this would be was just simply nepotism, and it'd be something that's necessary. And anybody going against it, so what? Boo hoo. You see how it is. You see how it's been. You see, even with the Rooney Rule and all of this stuff, you still down back to one black coach in the NFL. The owners are white in both leagues. You got Michael Jordan that with the Hornets. But mostly all of these leagues, these owners are white. And I mean, they got the right to do what they want to do. They got the money. How they got the money and all of that, I mean, like I said, understand how this country's operated. So that's how they got the advantage. But, it is what it is. We here now. So do what you got to do. The money's flowing, transferring through these hands or whatnot. And a lot of, a lot of black folks are touching some paper nowadays. Primarily through these, sports and entertainment. You're talking about the millionaires. So what is stopping? Start your own NFL's own NBA. He's talking about is just, the inability to work with each other. The ego. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Because if it's not, then state what the issue is. State, if there's somebody who's unwilling to sell you a particular land, make it be heard like you would anything else. Like a Brian Flores. Like he's sitting there calling out the NFL on what it is. They don't sit up there. That gets national attention. So let your voice be heard for something like this. Something that's big. That's bigger. When you start your own and you got something that could be for sale or whatnot, and every situation may not work. But when you're getting locked out or something, when you're getting blackballed, if every avenue that you take hits a dead end. So that would be extremely apparent, and it's something that would have to be brought to the public's attention. So let it be known. But I haven't heard nothing like that. Nothing like that's being said. It's just, hey, we want a spot in the NFL. We want to own teams. We want something. This is white folks' leagues, man. These are white folks' leagues. The best attempt, you seeing Ice Cube with the big three and everything like that, got it going. And it was something that, got some good attention. Now, I don't know what it's been doing lately. It's just not on the same level as something like the NBA. It's something, kind of like it's cool to watch, but it's not taken incredibly serious because you're not dealing with, up and coming talent. You're not, it's a lot of the older players, guys who have already retired or whatnot. And like I said, it's only half court, 3-on-3. It's not a full court type of game, anything like that. You had LeVar Ball. You had him make an attempt, and he had his league going, which was, pretty cool. And, he had it in the different cities, which he had LaMelo playing for before, LaMelo made it to the league when LeVar Ball was getting all the publicity. And, what he's done was, LeVar Ball, no matter what you may think about the man, the dude is inspiring. I got all three of his sons through the league. The middle one hasn't, officially played NBA minutes, but he's been he's been signed to the teams. It may not work fully out. He's played in the developmental league. So, like I said, that's better than 99% of the rest of the world still, just to make it that far. Uh, they'll start his own, shoe line, even though the shoe looks crazy. Uh, he's selling something, even though the shoe may look crazy and costs way too damn much, but still, he's got something to sell. Got business going. And got his own league. Got it started up with some players, with some upcoming talent. So you just get in there, just get in the arena and make it happen, and then you see where it goes from there. But why can't these celebrities, why can't none of these black celebrities or black sports, none of these guys, why can't they get together and start crunching the numbers, putting everything together and just make the shit happen? Why is it not going on? Why are we still talking about the same crap? So, very insightful, man. But you got, other than the interview was great, man. You love the growth that you've seen on JR. Love the growth that you've seen. He went into depth, just about, his ways he's come up, the things he's been through. Uh, seen him a lot in the news where he recently graduated, went back to college, graduated with a 4.0 GPA. He's been golfing. Now, I did think his explanation for the finals, that whole F up with that play where he, got the rebound and ran it back to the 3-point line, took off. The explanation for that was crazy. Like, come on, bro. You kind of deserve the backlash you got for that. I ain't gonna say alienate the man, but you come on, bro. You look crazy as hell. But I understand, he talks about how he wants to shed all the reputation he's got, and talk about how they talk about Hennessy. They put him with the drink Hennessy. He doesn't even drink that. And then he wants to be known for something more than liquor and weed and stuff like that. And man, go out there and create your legacy, man. Definitely respect it. But he's already doing it. People are noticing, and I think he's already doing that. It was funny, funny little jokes, but he's definitely crafting his future. Now, he do look, I don't know if he actually was, but man, he, every time you see him, he do look higher than a damn kite. So he talking about, he wants to be known for, for more different stuff like that. And yeah, he will be known for more, but a lot of people still gonna link you with being high as hell all the time. His eyes be looking low as hell, look low on the podcast, but I ain't judging nothing. You do your thing. But nah, people definitely seeing you, JR. So keep striving for more. Keep going, man. Keep going, and hope keep raising these discussions, and push towards making change. Keep making change out here. But yeah, primarily this is focused on the ownership. Take it into your own hands, especially when you have the resources, rare resources that most of the people in this world don't have. Or just or is it that serious to begin with? We keep having these discussions, but is it that serious? And all these years and still haven't made the jump. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and I'll let y'all later.